Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Husker Homework Friday. Welcome into the morning. Hookup to Hooks, Elijah, YZ. What's up, everybody? Hope your Friday's off to a great start. It ain't pretty outside, but it is Friday.
It's not terrible.
No,
It looks worse than it feels because there's like a little 15 minutes ago. You have to mention it's like light breeze.
I don't know. I was pretty cold this morning.
You know it's difficult because I'm still without heat upstairs. I don't know what cold is right now. I know it's going to get cold. Winds coming through, the lows coming tomorrow. It's like 13.
There is a great chance tomorrow after I get home from the Saturday morning edition of the Just Sports Show. I'm not. I would. Because NFL all day long. It's the perfect timing for it too. I'll probably be making some sort of soup.
Whoa! Soup season.
It's a.
Do we know? Do we know?
What soup
What's
we're going
the
for?
menu of soup?
I'm feeling Mexican. I haven't zeroed in on one soup yet, okay? But I am feeling Mexican.
Okay, you're dipping into my territory.
Woo! Stepping into it.
What do we think? What kind of mix?
There was one I made.
You know how to make it?
I don't
See? Boy, you didn't step into the world. I don't even know.
Rizzolo Verde. Whatever. Sole.
You gotta get the right pronunciation.
Yeah.
One more time for me. Sole Verde. I'm not sure I'm going with.
You gotta prepare it right there. Tostadas on the side, the lettuce, the onions.
I feel like if you do that, it's going to have to be a little leftovers coming in here on a Tuesday. We won't be here on Monday, so we're not here on Monday. Okay, don't come and knock. We are not here on Monday. Holiday, we'll be off. We'll be back Tuesday. It's like there's some leftovers on Tuesday. So, authentic taste.
Oh, do it right. That won't be leftovers on Tuesday.
I wouldn't blame you.
What's the video on it?
You look like it was like we're working Monday.
Schmitty and I are. Schmitty and I are in fact working Monday. I'm also going to be working in the newsroom Monday. But you guys enjoy your day off.
So Schmitty, would you request some of the soup for Monday? For him.
If there's any left. After a full NFL weekend, there's no problem.
That's a tough soup.
Yeah.
If you don't make it right the first time,
I feel like you have to be focused on
I made it once before. I didn't have them at the right experience. I had limes and
Ryan 840. Ryan 840 AK FedEx says, "What I say, buffalo chicken soup."
I made buffalo chicken dip last weekend.
Ooh,
I think I'm
taking
the
a break.
Chicken is gotta go back.
Got to take a break.
We make buffalo chicken dip. That's heavy. That's a lot of cream cheese and.
It'll definitely be a weekend because it's the taste buds will change, the weather will change, the games that are on, whatever you got going on, it will direct you towards your food of choice, where you need to be. Okay, whether it be soup, wings, ribs, whatever. It's a great sports weekend ahead of us. We talked about a lot of it in Nebraska. Food, we'll get into that a little bit. College football playoff coming up Monday. We need to talk about that a little bit. What a week in the NFL. We'll look at every one of those things breaking down. You also today, if you like to, whether it be in the chat or you want to call and sound off about the Dodgers, go for it. Most hated ever right now.
do I have to call in and talk to sound off on them?
Sure, you sound off whatever you want, but it's one of those things where I asked Elijah before, how many injuries in the starting lineup would it take for them not to win the World Series next year? Oof. And I'm not saying I want people injured. I do not come at me with that, but I'm just saying how many would it take?
Yamamoto plus Ohtani plus Tucker Freeman
bets
plus if you lose Yamamoto, Ohtani, Tucker, and Freeman, God, they still have a chance. Honestly,
they would still be in the top 5 odds.
I was like, that's enough, and I'm like, well,
it's yucky. Baseball is a problem. We'll look at that. We'll also have the Almanac Jeff Moats with prep hoops upon us. We got games this weekend. It'll be right here in KFOR. Also, we're having a little discussion with him. Him and I discussed this. We talked about it yesterday about Purging Auditorium. Look back on Purging Auditorium. We got this great conversation about the events used to go there. Things that we used to do that I'm not sure a lot of people used to do. It's stand in line for tickets or call Ticketmaster. Back in the day, we had to do that. But that'd be a lot of fun with him. Don't know about the doctor. Maybe we get a doc call, a house call. We will see. And then a lot of stories. There's a lot going on. but probably nothing bigger than the Husker Hoops tomorrow, where we're at 17-0, going into Northwestern, a little 7,000-seat arena. What gives? That's a tough basketball team. It's a well-coached basketball team. As you heard Fred talk a little bit about it yesterday, it's, hey, you need to walk in awake from jump. Be ready to go. Yep. Nebraska, at times, has had tendencies to play slower in that first half of games.
Sorry. My dad at 9:09 in the morning just texted me how to throw a bowling ball two-handed. 2 must-try tips.
Did you have bowling league last night and you didn't?
We had it Tuesday and I bowled pretty well.
I was going to say, did you not have a good night?
What? It's out of nowhere, 9:09 in the morning. No, hey, thought you might want to watch this. Just YouTube link.
Hey, here you go.
Thanks, Dad. All right, sorry to derail you.
Nope, you're okay.
My phone's buzzing. I'm like, okay, what could that be?
Stuff. It's your pops. He was thinking about you.
He's thinking about my terrible bowling game. What is his YouTube algorithm? That's coming up for him at 9 in the morning.
I love this.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, let's go.
Thanks, Dad. Way to throw me out there. Really appreciate you. Again, headed to Northwestern. Here we go. Nebraska running. Just some keys to this as you look at it. It's Northwestern's just a team. They're scrappy. They're as scrappy as their head coach was and still is. When you look at this, a team that's not really going to beat themselves. When you look at it, they actually average 1 less turnover a game than we do. They value the basketball as much as we do in these type of games. You also, by the way, have this. Is it Nick Martinelli?
Martinelli.
Yeah. Oh my God, leading scorer in the country, averaging 24 a game.
Yep, all eyes on him.
Also, how many minutes per game is he putting up? It feels like he's playing 40 minutes every single time they step on the floor.
I can tell you, team stats. Let's go, player stats. Martinelli. Season right now we've got about 34,
and last season he averaged 37.6. Which means I assume as you get further into Big Ten play, they're just going to continue ramping up. He is one of those guys that, if possible, is just going to try to go out there and play 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it will.
The type of guy he is.
That's the type of effort you get from a team in Northwestern. Most nights, if you watch them the other night, they really scrapped at home. With Illinois, it was tough. Illinois, that was a close game. The score is not indicative of how that finished.
Not at all.
11 or 12-point victory for Illinois. Mm-hmm. But if you just say it's something to watch out there. Again, they talked about getting off to a good start. They value the basketball. They don't let people really get off on them either. They only average 78.5 points a game. Nebraska right at 82. They don't make the three a lot, by the way. They average about 6 to 7. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. 6.4 threes per game. Nebraska, as we know, likes to shoot the three a lot. They average 11 from that. Nebraska has a height advantage. They do +4 on the board side of this matchup. But again, I think a lot of Nebraska going forward, especially on the road, and I think we've talked about this a lot, is you're being hunted right now, right? Where we used to be the hunter going out. Now you're the ones. You're the ones that are going to start filling arenas up, maybe on a night where it's a sleepy Sunday or a Tuesday night where you're headed to these venues. A Northwestern, I assume, will be packed. They'll be ready to rock and roll with 7,000 there. And then how do you get off to that start, put them on their feet or put them on their hands and win another basketball game?
Well, and you said something important. I think that's going to be a key to shutting this crowd up. Northwestern, not a big three-point shooting team.
Nope.
Their leading scorer, Martinelli, you're going to look at the stats, but wow, he's shooting 50% from three this year. He shoots about 2 a game.
Yes, this isn't a team.
He's going 1 for 2 from 3 to shoot 50%. Not to say that's not a great percentage. Basketball coaches love that, but this Husker basketball team, I think that plays into their strengths on the defensive end. They're going to send you a baseline. They're going to trap from that weak side. They're going to rotate around. They're going to make you kick it out to 3. This Northwestern team is a team that wants to shoot it from 3. Now, is Northwestern probably going to be able to drive and get the ball inside, especially with Martinelli? That's his specialty. Yeah, probably. They got to send double teams, triple teams at Martinelli. No middle. Deny that inside. Whenever he is driving baseline, again, you can send 2 at him, maybe send 3 at him. It's. I think the key to stopping that Northwestern team is stopping him. His ability to get inside and both distribute and get to the rim, put it up for 2 is pretty special. But this team's not a three-point shooting team. If you can deny the inside, make him try to beat you in a three-point shooting competition, Nebraska got a great chance to go out and win this. That's my 1,000-foot view.
I agree. They got him and then this other little small guard, Jaden Reed, I think is his name, and he's explosive. He's fast. He'll be able to create for them. But like I said, it's really him and Martinelli are their two guys that can create off the dribble. So I think Nebraska has advantages in a lot of ways. But Hooksy made the best point that if you get yourself, you come out slow, you come out sloppy, choppy, you get yourself caught. Northwestern's going to fight. They're going to claw, and they're going to try and find every way they can to stay in the game.
They're also going to be a team that's very efficient when you watch the pace of play that they play at. It's not Iowa pace of play, but it is a very, call it methodical pace of play that you look at their turnovers. They only average about 8 a game. They pass it crisp. They're going to make you play defense late in the clocks, not all the way, as, again, like Iowa late in clocks, but they're going to be efficient, maybe backdoor cut you a little bit. And things like that. They're not going to give up the basketball. You're going to have to really defend this team, close out well, because again, they don't shoot the three a lot. I mean, again, it's funny in the day and age of the 3-point shot, we'd say they don't shoot it a lot. I just did the math on it. They do attempt 20 a game, which is probably low in today's era, where Nebraska is going to throw up 35 to 35, 15 more a game.
You can look at 20 is low in today's day and age.
Yes,
which is crazy.
Isn't that wild to say that's 20 a game?
Means you're tossing up one every 2 minutes.
Yes,
which is low.
It's low. It's low. I looked at it and went, what? They do average about 18 assists a game. Again, a very efficient offense that will try to get you out of what you're trying to do. Again, I think Nebraska goes out, they play their game, they defend it well, as they always do, close out well, be good on the boards. You're going to have a height advantage across the board in that. Knock down some shots. And I could see this game as being one of those games where Nebraska will, again, this team has won in every different way possible so far this year. They've shot the lights out to blow somebody out like they did the other night against Oregon. They've had to grind it out, go inside a few times with a Burke or a Mass. I will be interested to see how a Mass responds right now, because where he has made big shots late, he has not been that great. Not taking anything from Mass from a 17-0 Nebraska team, so relax. But I could see this being one of those games where it's a kind of a welcome back, run the offense through Mass once again, distributing the basketball, him knocking down a few shots. I could see Nebraska almost running away with this if you get Mass back on cue.
I also want to see one more thing. Can Frager be an irritant, particularly for Nick Martinelli, but for this Northwestern team? Can he get under their skin? I love seeing the strides. I feel like some of the yapping has turned down just a little bit from Frager in recent weeks. I kind of like that part of his game, though.
Yeah.
Can he continue? Can he smartly be an irritant on the floor? That's kind of what I'm looking for this week.
I think it's. I agree with you. You could see it tame down just a little bit. I agree. I still want to see that little bit of that edge.
Yeah, the edge.
A little bit of it, not to the point of, again, I know it could get over the top, but not to get too far over your skis and that type of stuff.
I mean, Nick Martinelli's got the kind of mustache that you could really make some good jokes about, I feel like you get under his skin that way. So we'll see. I do. The main concern I have for the Huskers today, or tomorrow, I should say, are there any Broncos fans on the roster? Are they going to be too worried thinking about
that's worried.
Josh Allen, Bo Nix, the battle at Mile High, not focused on the game? So these are real questions.
These are the real things.
Or any Northwestern fans, or any Northwestern players, Josh Allen Bills fans? I don't know. That's another real question.
Could be.
You'd assume they're all Bears fans, which plays out well for them, considering the Bears, not in action. But are any Huskers Broncos fans? Or any Northwestern Wildcats Broncos fans? It's a big factor here.
You're probably onto something. Hey, other thing I want to bring up with this mentality of this team, if you talk about mental makeup and culture and things like that, did you guys catch Kel's comments yesterday about the makeup and mentality of this team and what the crowd and what all this means to them? They asked him about, because if you remember late in that game, they were up a bunch of points.
Oh, yeah.
And here he goes spewing across the floor.
Yeah.
And he said, paraphrasing, 15,000 people did not show up to watch that ball go out of bounds. At a meaningless point of the game.
That's what this team does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Powerful statement.
Doesn't matter what point in the game it is or what the score is. They're going to play the same way the whole entire time.
He is one that is confidence-wise, you could see it developing every minute he plays.
Yeah.
Every game he plays. I mean, we talk about like Sam's the ultimate glue guy, but I think we're past that. Also, he is a glue guy, but I think he's a prominent part of your offense and defense. Kale's the Swiss Army knife.
Here's what the comparison I made yesterday on the Average Joe Sports Show. I'd like to bring it back because while we're talking Chicago, what are we going to talk about? Pizza. Yes. And you have Rink and Price. Those are like your fancy toppings. Yeah. You know, your sausage, your pepperoni, whatever veggies you like on there. They make the pizza special. Burke is your cheese because, you know, you got to have a good cheese, but sometimes too much cheese can ruin a pizza, but not enough cheese is enough. Mm-hmm. You got to find that right balance of Burke. You got to find that right balance of cheese.
He's found it.
Kale and Sam, they're your crust and your sauce. You don't, it's not the first thing that stands out whenever you take a bite of pizza, but
you don't have pizza without them.
You don't have pizza without them. And if the crust is bad or if the sauce is bad, it'll ruin a pizza. Those guys need to be your cornerstones. Your crust and your sauce are your cornerstones of your pizza. They're not the standout performers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not what you're advertising, you know, but they are the ones that if they're off, your pizza's going to suck. If Kale and Sam were off, Husker basketball team, they're not going to be the same. That was the comparison I used.
What's Frigger like? Is he like pineapple on pizza?
I feel like
he's the red pepper flakes you sprinkle the top.
You guys ever been to Bojo's in Colorado?
I have been to Bojo's.
He's the honey on the crust.
Woo! That's so good. You gotta get out. That's so good.
He's the honey on the crust. Where the crust is pretty good by itself, but he takes it to another level. That honey takes that Bojo's crust to another level.
That crust is no good without the honey, baby.
It's fine. It's fine, but
you add the honey to it.
You add the honey to it.
Oh, now you're just
now you make me stand up. You know,
pizza's so good.
You can also argue. You know what else Frager could be? He could be like the little globs of cream cheese.
Yeah,
that could also work.
You just dabble in it. Boom.
You can't have too much of it, or else it's going to give you a stomach ache.
Yeah, but you just eat it until you can't take any more. That's what you do. So,
and man, does it make that pizza rich and delicious?
Man, that stuff is so good. Yeah, it got me thinking Bojo's now. It just took me back to the last time I had it. I was out there. The boys were whitewater rafting. We were on a baseball trip. I was in the little town of Idaho Springs.
Yep, that's the last one I went to.
Sitting there in the corner right there. I was by myself having pizza because I didn't go whitewater rafting because I was my little back issue going on, and I just sat there and I just enjoyed every bit of it.
Bojo's is so good.
Oh gosh,
so good.
Business idea. But again, they'll be back tomorrow. Big Ten Network. A little odd 3:00 start. A little 3:00 start.
I'll be watching the Broncos. I hate to say it.
I know you will be.
Maybe I'll dual screen it. I was gonna say dual box it. I'm not gonna dual box. I dual screen it.
I mean, don't you what's going on? You just figure it out. Do you move in another TV to the room and figure it out? Do you figure you got to get the setup right?
Get second TV.
Setup's got to be right.
Second TV, and I put it one up on the TV stand, and then one just on the floor right below it, so you have next to each other.
You see both
at the same time.
Yes,
I don't like going side to side.
Oh, side to sides.
Yeah, no.
It's like a tennis match.
I want everything all in the same view all at once.
3:00 tomorrow. Big Ten Network. Nebraska goes to get to 18-0 in the pursuit of continue this season and continuing about what seed they're going to be. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch. Let's take a break. Let's come back. Speaking of fun, it's NFL divisional playoff week. We're going to check out every one of those games. Look at them. We've already made our predictions on them, but we're going to talk about them and a whole lot more when we return. Why is this not updating? Come on, update. Nothing. Spinning wheel of what? Why is that not doing it? I wonder if I try internet. Loading.
Really?
Is yours?
Try it.
Both on my phone and right here.
Yeah, it's down.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it loading or down?
Yeah, mine's not working.
X is down.
Damn, Elon.
The X is down.
One more time. I want to celebrate. You know, it's not down to YouTube. Let's see these two-handed bowling secrets.
They were playing that at the bar last night. Going through my head.
You were at the bar last night?
Yeah.
Why?
It was my buddy's 21st.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But
Very fair.
And congrats on you for showing up today.
But I didn't get too crazy. It was more about him, but
I totally missed your text and I was still awake.
Oh, really?
And I just
it's no problem.
I was watching a stupid Gonzaga West game.
Can't find my key for this place anyway.
Yeah. Shot me a text
it's somewhere in my room, but I don't know where.
We tried calling it.
Well, okay, if it was these keys, I could. Cause
you have the AirTag on there.
Yeah,
smart.
The girlfriend got me this for Christmas because I always lose my keys, but that one doesn't have the AirTag.
So. I'm glad this is on brand for you.
Yeah,
nothing
is working.
Yeah, the downtown wasn't too fun because it's syllabus week, so everybody is back and you can't walk anywhere down there. So.
Oh, really? I don't understand that. Get to go out to eat tonight. It's out to dinner night for the adults in my house. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Again, happy Husker Home on Friday. Like let it play. We're just running right into the weekend, folks. If you're running with us,
You can acapella cover of this.
and thank you. That happy birthday to Coach Nate Lynn. Architect of your defense. You ever watch him and we had a game watching?
Oh,
he's
fiery.
intense.
I think he has all of it bottled up because Fred obviously is flatline. That's about whatever. He's here because he, with the conditions, he doesn't go up or down very much. The most you ever see him is looking like a parent going, But Nate is intense. I don't think you've ever.
Good cut.
I don't think his back. I don't think his back has ever touched the back of his chair.
No.
Always up top, always on the edge. Firing him up, getting into him.
It's like the fire and ice, the thunder and lightning combo. It's almost Fred lacked that kind of coach. His first couple years, he needed an intense coach that could come in and just get after the guys.
Yeah,
I mean, Fred medically cannot.
No, medically cannot. Medically cannot wear a tie. All that stuff that comes with it. He has to. It's very well documented.
Has to remain calm.
It's very well documented that, like, even going back to last year, when he gets a little fired and he maybe puts his hand to a clipboard, that the bleeding is a problem.
Mm-hmm. He's on blood thinners.
Some blood. It's a problem. But no. Happy birthday, Coach. Big weekend. Divisional NFL playoffs. They are here. They are upon us. You have a lot of prep time in the morning to get yourself ready. Whatever you got to get done, get your list done because it'll kick off tomorrow at 3:30 and it starts right away.
That gap between like 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. is going to feel like a long time.
You're going to be
how are you going to prepare yourself?
Well, first off, we're going to start things off with the Average Joe Sports Show Saturday morning edition, streaming live 7:45-ish. I think I'm going to get our merchandise site for the Average Joe Sports Show up and running live. I have 17 items in there now.
My gosh.
They
look fire.
I have 3 or 4 more items I need to add, but they're looking pretty special.
And then you'll start on the morning hookup.
Yeah, and then probably make it back home to work off a little stress. I'll head off to the gym, work some back and buys tomorrow, and then get back home. We'll maybe make some more food, or maybe just warm up the Pozzola Verde. I haven't decided. I just texted my roommates to get their take on it first.
Did you get nervous about that?
About what?
I don't know, when you didn't pronounce it right. And
I got very nervous.
And you did. I knew you did.
Yeah, I got very nervous. I was better that time.
I was just messing with you.
Pozzola. Solo.
Mexican soup.
Yeah. So we'll have that rocking and rolling. Definitely not going to the sports book and touching this one with a 10-foot pole because
you don't go with your team.
This line has settled. Broncos favored by 1.5. It's kind of flip-flop throughout the week from Bills -1, Broncos -1. It's settled with Broncos -1.5. That's pretty consistent. I just checked on a site that lists all the prices. And everyone has it at either 1.5 or 1 for the Broncos. So also, if it's 1 for the Broncos, should you just buy that point and take money line?
Point doesn't matter in this game.
Yeah. I mean, you get the
when you're at that level, it don't matter.
You'll get the worse odds, but you want to avoid the push, or do you just take the 1? I don't know.
You're paying the same price, pretty much. Yeah. So do you want to win? It's just
so you take the 1. Okay.
Biggest factor in the game for you?
It's the running game. As much as everyone wants to talk about the quarterbacks, because Josh Allen can do Josh Allen things at any point in time. We saw that last weekend. The Bills running game wasn't working great against the Jags, and what did Josh Allen do? Puts on the Superman cape. If the Broncos can outgain the Bills on the ground, really bottle up that Bills rushing attack and run decently themselves, they at least give themselves a chance against Josh Allen. That's the number one key to me if the Broncos win this. If the Bills get the running game going, good luck. Good luck stopping Josh Allen.
Yeah.
That means you're going to have to put up a whole bunch of points, which means Bo Nix put on a Superman cape, which I'm a lot less confident. Love Bo Nix. Less confident that he puts on the Superman cape compared to Josh Allen. There's a good chance Josh Allen is going to come out and play very, very well tomorrow. You have to overcome that. But that's just life in the AFC.
Yep.
So it starts, you have to run the ball well. You have to slow down or stop that Bills rushing attack. And then you give yourself a chance. Make the Bills in the second half be a drop back passing team.
I think the Bills have it'll be interesting because I think they will make both sides of the ball will make a concerted effort to run the football. There'll be more emphasis on the Buffalo side because of injuries at wide receiver as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're banged up over there.
Yeah,
they lost 2 more this past weekend, and Gabe Davis being the noted one.
They have Khalil Shakir, who's still good.
But he's been a stud. He's their go-to guy, but Coleman's been hot or cold. I mean, he's been kind of –
I mean, it's essentially Shakir and then Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid.
Yep. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So they will make a concerted effort because, in my opinion, on that side, if that's the case, the secondary of the Broncos will overshadow those receivers on that side and lock that down. So it'll be a lot of, I think, being a key of they're going to run it a ton, try to get Cook going, whether it be Josh out, whatever the case is. I think one thing for Denver to understand and watch is when they do drop back to pass, how quickly Allen gets through progressions and takes off.
Mm-hmm.
That is something to watch, especially on those 3rd and 8s, whatever those type of downs when you know it's a passing down, to making sure that maybe you got to watch Allen because he is probably going to get through them pretty quick, knowing there could be some space open to get going.
Now, one other thing to note here, the Broncos are coming off a bye, and usually I am on the side of buys or those teams that rest their starters the final week of the regular season. I hate because I think it leads to rust.
Yep.
And I'm concerned about the Broncos rust factor, but I think this is a week where with how beat up the Bills are, and Josh Allen took a bit of a beating last week in Jacksonville. Like the Bills, how I define them right now is beat up. Not just because they have a black eye doesn't mean they can't come in and kick your ass, but they have a black eye. The Broncos are rested. They're coming into this street brawl with
the excitement,
no
the energy,
injuries, nothing in the background.
Time you've hosted a game there in how long at this level?
I'm less concerned about the rust, but it still could be a factor. But I think that could be a big advantage of the Broncos side. The fact that they are rested and the Bills are as beat up as they are, not just with guys that are sitting out this game, but guys that are playing through things as well.
Another team that is going to be coming off the bye would be the nightcap. It would be the 1-seeded Seahawks. They'll host the boy. I don't even know if, like, speaking of, like, we were talking about the Dodgers being injured and how many, boy, I don't know how they continue to field a team out there. They got a lot of guys, but San Francisco ahead of there. It's a 7-point line. It's come down a half click. It's been holding steady at 7.5. And that one, speaking of running game, I think that's what the Seahawks will probably have the distinct advantage in this game. If you go back to, I believe, the Week 18 matchup, they ran the ball pretty effectively in that game. Mm-hmm. That'll be a key. And then what offense can the Swami over there in Kyle Shanahan put together with a bunch of duct tape and some Band-Aids to maybe help this be effective? But this will be more of the offense of Seattle and the defense that has been okay, not great.
It's been the weak spot
for the Niners.
It's been the weak spot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But 7 still feels like a lot of points to me. And I talked about this earlier in the week a little bit. I want to dive back in. on paper, the Seahawks are the much better team. Do you trust Darnold in the postseason? I don't know. And which coaching staff do you trust more? I trust the Niners coaching staff a heck of a lot more than I trust that Seahawks coaching staff. And hey, I like Kubiak, like good offense coordinator, but where is his mind at knowing there's been the coaching carousel going around? And hey, man, you're a guy that's going to be a hot commodity in the coaching circles. I trust the coaching staff in the Niners more. Believe it or not, I trust their quarterback more. They're beat up. Their defense isn't great this year, but they still have Christian McCaffrey and they still have Kyle Shanahan. Like, I think 7 points is a lot of points, just knowing the pedigree that this 49ers team has on their coaching staff and some of the guys they have on their team to think, oh, yeah, the Seahawks going to win by 2 scores. That's a lot.
It does feel like a lot, especially when these two teams played a couple weeks ago. San Francisco was favored. So the line has completely jumped in Seattle's favor, which, yeah, injuries are a part to that, and Seattle coming off of rest, and there's a whole lot of factors that go into it, but a touchdown is a lot of points.
It'll be more on that San Francisco side. I think Seattle's only given up, 20 points in the 2 meetings to San Francisco on that side. But again, I think I agree with you. This will be interesting from the coaching side. These teams know a lot about each other. They played, 2 times already. What's the chess match like? Absolutely knowing what each other is trying to do on offense, what your defensive scheme is. Fred Warner will not be active for this game as they thought maybe but that's probably the smart thing, not hustle that back too quickly from that type of injury. But it'll be an interesting one as they lock up for the 3rd time coming up. And then Sunday, get a nice Saturday night rest. Do your chores on Sunday because then your Patriots, they're going to kick us off at 2 o'clock with the Texans headed to Foxborough. That's a 3-point line right now.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
This is going to be like, I'm looking at like that. Again, we are at that November cold Big Ten type brawl.
Oh, yeah.
I fully expect that in this game. You look at that line, that line's 3, Patriots favored by 3. Texans, it's only a 40.5 point over under right now. I expect this to be, I would not be surprised if this not like a 6-3 or 3-0 or some kind of field goal type game going to halftime.
Well, it's there's so much pressure on the Texans defense in this game because we know what the Texans offense is. It's not good.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's simply put, it's not good. And the Patriots defense showed a lot last week against the Chargers, who I think are a better offense than the Texans. It's the Texans defense is going to have to hold that Patriots offense probably below 20 points, below 17 points to give themselves a chance. Whew.
Yeah.
That's a tall task. But if there's any defense in the NFL that could do it, it's probably the Texans.
Yeah.
That team flies around.
Their pass
they
rush,
hit you hard. They're going to make it hurt.
They're sticky in man coverage. Their pass rush, it's so hard to move the ball consistently. Yeah, you'll probably get them a couple drives, but for 4 quarters to just keep moving the ball 75 yards, it's very difficult.
Team playing a lot of comments, winners of 10 straight as well coming into this one.
You guys tell me from a neutral standpoint, what is your preferred AFC title game?
From a neutral standpoint?
Yeah, take away the fandom. It's either Bills, Patriots, or Broncos, Patriots in my book. If you want the most exciting AFC title game.
Yeah, you got to have the Patriots, and it's got to be one of those two.
Texans is not a formula for an exciting AFC title game.
No. I agree with you.
The question is Broncos, Patriots, or Bill? We've seen Bills, Patriots a couple times this year. We haven't seen Broncos, Patriots, which is the argument there. But Josh Allen, the AFC title games, that's fireworks.
I would be, again, taking it away and not for you guys, I would be probably in that Bills, Patriots. You look at the divisional situation that they've been going through this past year, things like all that goes into it. And honestly, I think there's a narrative right now, I've mentioned this before, about Josh Allen with who's not in front of him in the playoffs this year. No Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. You feel like this is the window if that's going to happen. I know it's a very small look at it, but I think if you add the division stuff into it, you add in the mystique of going back to Foxborough, they'd have to go to Foxborough and play this, and Gabriel and all of that would come into play. For me,
as a neutral, I don't blame you. As a Broncos fan, come and see me after the show.
I know. Then the final one, which I think this is becoming more interesting as I start looking at it and thinking about this one. Rams, Matt Stafford, and that we know about that offense. They will head there to Chicago, which is historically over the years been a really tough place to go play with the wild, fanatic Bears fans. The Rams walk in a 3.5 point favorite into this one.
I think if the Rams didn't struggle as much with the Panthers as they did last week, I could see the Rams being favored as like 5.5, 6.5 in this game.
Do you feel like?
But the Rams struggled so much with the Panthers that it makes you go, ooh.
I feel like that's a type of game in the playoffs that you're like, all right, I knocked the rust off. I'm awake now. The playoffs have my attention.
The Bears defense, they're a splash play defense. I think they're going to get pieced up by Devontae Adams.
Did they play at any point in the regular season, the Bears and Rams?
I don't believe so. It doesn't seem
because we were talking about like 49ers defense earlier, and yeah, they haven't been great. The Bears defense has not been great. They have been the opposite of great. They've been terrible. And you're exactly right, Elijah. Matthew Stafford with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams against this Bears defense. Yeah, good luck.
Well, you're walking into the defense as you're looking that up, Elijah. The 29th ranked defense in the Chicago Bears running, and they give up 135 a game on the ground, almost 240 in the air.
They're top 5 in takeaways, I believe. Correct?
Yes. Yep.
It's just like, that's great. Yeah, you force turnovers, but you give up however much you just said. Like,
on the flip side, that offense from the Rams side, 127 on the ground, 7th in the league, 280, almost 280 in the air, 2nd in the league, highest producing yard offense in the league at 394. Their defense is pretty solid too, ranked right in the middle, 17th in that. They give up 110 on the ground.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the Rams didn't do what they did last week, I think the Rams should be on paper favored by a lot more. Now they have to go to Soldier Field, and that crowd's going to be rocking.
That's going to be the X factor.
Crowd's going to be rocking. These two teams haven't played yet this season, but yeah, I just see the Rams offense putting up big numbers, big stats. The Bears are going to need some takeaways. They're going to need Caleb Williams. We talked about Josh Allen put on a Superman cape. This is a Caleb Williams Superman cape, go throw for 300 yards type of game. You need a big game from Swift, big game from everyone on this Bears offense is going to need to be cooking to keep up with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't see it happening, but to get back to the question we asked for the AFC, I think my preferred AFC title game matchup would be Bears Seahawks. I think that'd be fun.
Could be.
I want a rematch of Rams Seahawks.
I'll throw this out there as well because we always know
Rams Seahawks would also.
We always know with offenses and what type of offense you run and what you're trying to do.
That was such a good Thursday night game. That Rams Seahawks game was that week 16. Oh, that was fun. Sorry, Hooksy.
Nope, you're good during the day in Chicago. Just because you always want to talk about what the weather's like as these West Coast teams they head to Middle America during the day. Cloudy with snow shower developing during the afternoon. Winds during the day, right? 15 to 25. Higher wind gusts possible. That night, because obviously it's a 6:30 start, windy, cloudy skies would become partly cloudy. Winds out of the west, 20 to 30, gust to 40. What effect does that have from a team that historically doesn't have to go there? And an old man at 38 years old that's got to be get himself limber to get going in a cold weather situation.
That's a good point.
That part would give the nod on the weather side to the Bears. To me, that game, I'm not there yet, and maybe I should be not. I am not 100% convinced of Caleb Williams. He's put on the cape in second halves for sure.
There
with
are
comebacks.
There are
times where he looks bad.
Yep,
that's true.
Like the first half.
Yes, 21-6, 21, whatever it was.
If you go and look at a lot of their wins throughout the whole entire regular season, they have. I don't know how many fourth quarter comebacks they've had. So
I just haven't gotten to that point yet.
I don't know how many times you can, when does the luck run out when you can just pitter patter around the whole game and then in the fourth quarter turn it on.
He misses a lot. Like like there's been games you watch, and again, is he going to develop? He's had a better year for sure with Ben Johnson at the helm there, and they've got a lot of confidence through their head coach. But there's a lot of easy missed throws you see in there. There's just the feeling for me would be that the Rams are not the Packers, and the Rams get out to a lead like that. They're a team that's not going to let off and let you back in the game in that situation. So I think offensively, watch how Chicago gets off to whatever start they have to get off to, what that does.
While we're talking weather here,
is it snowing?
No. This forecast has changed slightly. Denver now is supposed to be like in high 30s, low 40s tomorrow at kickoff. 10-ish mile-an-hour winds.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
for these two teams.
That's football weather
for these two teams.
It was supposed to be like low 50s, which is going to be like, wow, Sunday's now supposed to be in the 50s in Denver, but Saturdays, for January, it's pretty comfortable football weather.
Floodixon, shout out Minder. He said, my late friend Kids was a huge Broncos fan. His birthday is tomorrow. He'll be smiling down on Mile High for sure. Caleb misses a lot of easy throws. I agree. So that's just a factor. It'll be a great weekend for football, though, as we get to that point. So, but let's take a break. Let's come back. There's also another important football game. We won't be able to talk about it, except for right now when we come back. The college football playoff, the Natty, Monday night. No information flow.
Staying cool in here?
Yeah, thank God.
Let me show you. Ready? Ready. Sorry. See if you can log in. No, I don't want to join the Discord. That's just
Here, maybe the second one down.
It's just gonna make me log in, I think. That's okay. Maybe not. Guess we're not gonna get to show off the products. Well, let's see.
You can't put them on there?
Nice.
Ish, maybe.
Yeah, right. I love that picture.
Ooh.
This week, or is it?
Fire. The average Joe golf polo.
Oh, yeah, it's
Fire. It's average Joe swimming trunks. Fire. Average Joe Hawaiian button up. Fire. Koozies, the pint glass, the hats. I got a couple more shirts to add. Fire. Fire. I love that color. I want one of those.
Yeah, that's cool.
Adidas quarter zips. Fire.
What the
Yeah.
hell? Sorry, I'm yelling over here.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I got some fire on there.
That's cool, bro. Next up, morning hookup merch.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make that. Let me this open for you, actually, so you don't die.
So you don't die.
Bowling secrets right there. See that?
Oh.
I just show off merch to Caleb.
They're pretty good.
Looks like you're gonna have to get yourself a average Joe golf polo. Just got our logo on it 1,000 times.
Is there not like a incorporated, dedicated Schmitty puppy vest yet?
Not yet.
That might be a 101.
I have some specialty designs for Schmitty that I need to get worked on today.
That might be a 101 for him.
I'm gonna make a shirt that just says "Where's Gertie?"
Oh my gosh, does he know that?
No. He'll see it when the site goes live.
That is going to be amazing.
Maybe has anyone seen Gertie?
Welcome back in the morning hookup. A few moments left in the fast moving first hour. Coming up Monday, we'll be off on Monday, but the Natty will be played. Indiana, Hoosiers, Miami, Hard Rock, 1 versus 10.
Does Miami stand a chance?
I mean, you got to play the game.
I want to say yes.
I want to say yes, but I thought Oregon stood a chance.
I know.
Now, does Oregon play that game a little closer if they don't throw up in the first play? Maybe. Do they win?
No, because the second drive they drove down. They tied it up.
Well, imagine that's the first drive. Those still their plays. If they go down and score a touchdown and put some pressure on Indiana early, does that change things? I don't think they win the game, but is it a blowout?
You have a rooting interest? as a Husker fan, you don't want to see Miami get this thing done, or you're like smug on
Oh.
Indiana still from the Big Ten perspective.
You're rooting Indiana, not just for the Big Ten perspective, but because
Is
a team winning there first. That's special.
Is the only chance Miami has on their defensive side. Their front is really good.
Mm-hmm.
They get after, and that's not knocking Indiana because Indiana boasts one of the top 5 offensive line in the country. Miami is good because Mendoza has not felt that all year long through their Big Ten schedule. Can Miami manufacture enough pressure? I think that's the only chance they have, is to get pressure on Mendoza, make him uncomfortable to get this thing done. And come in from the fact that you're playing the underdog role. You're in your home, underdog, nobody loves you. It's one of the, probably in the top, I think I've read, it's the top 5 or 6 highest spreads in a national championship game. Are you disrespected enough, or is it, who cares? Indiana just that good on both sides of the ball. But I think it's going to come with the pressure on the defense because Miami is very physical up front on both sides of the ball.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Their trenches are amazing.
But so is Oregon's.
Yes. But yeah.
So is Ohio State. I won't say Bama, but.
And do you, boy. And you try to, it's been tried before to no avail, obviously, Indiana being undefeated. Miami's got to control the line of scrimmage and control the ball. Right? The old adage of like those teams like Indiana's, how long can you keep them off the field? How many limited possessions can you get an Indiana team like that?
Mm-hmm.
Big in the trenches, control the line of scrimmage, limit possessions. And you still lose by 10.
Well, thus far in the playoffs, no one's been able to stop that Indiana offense. No one's been able to stop the Indiana offense. Hemby's been great. Surratt's been great.
You name it.
Hey, give Becker a go ball. He's going to go up and get it and score a touchdown.
You name it. The other X factor is, I don't know, man. Like,
what weakness does Indiana have? Based on what we've seen this year, what weakness?
We haven't seen it.
You can't answer it.
We haven't seen it.
There's no answer. It's a very limited.
I would say they struggled a little bit with the Ohio State pass rush in the Big Ten championship game, but they still won the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's going to be one of those sit back, enjoy it, hoping for a fun game to watch, entertaining.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah. If you're hosting a party or something, get all the really good food out in the first half. Type of night.
Yeah, man. I'd like to think this game is going to be competitive. The only thing that would surprise me would be if Miami runs away with it. If it's close, I don't think I would be like totally surprised. If Indiana runs away with it, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we saw this coming.
Yep.
If Miami runs away with it, I'd be shocked. I'm just hoping it's a 1-score game in the fourth quarter.
If this thing is 1 score late and things like that, I'm going to err on the side of Indiana winning this with their composure,
absolutely.
The way they do it. I think Miami's composure could get tested in this type of game as well. We saw them. Was that against Ole Miss? The loss of composure in a game like that with the penalties and things like that. How do they stay within themselves? How does a team like Miami respond when they're down 14-0 in this type of affair? I could see it getting ugly early. But I am like you. I am hopeful that this is a 1-score game, and we're able to watch as fans and watch it and enjoy a national championship on a holiday, national championship day.
And I think Cristobal has gotten better, but I think maybe the biggest mismatch in this game is coaching. Signetti over Cristobal. I think when it comes down, like you said, if it's
both weirdos,
if it's late in the fourth quarter and you're talking about game management and having to make coaching decisions, give me Signetti over Cristobal a million times out of a million times.
Mm-hmm. When it comes down to teams being composed, doing the right thing, give me Indiana over Miami.
Yep. We're checking all the boxes on the Indiana side.
Quarterback battle, give me Mendoza.
I feel like I'm watching game day where it's like everybody's picked one team and you're like, do I really do this? Yes. I feel like it's an Indiana win. They're going to win the national championship. We get to play them next year. Who knows? All right, let's take a break. When we come back, the Almanac Jeff Moats, and a whole lot more and a whole lot of you guys. We'll be right back.
The ignition, lock your doors, and use a remote start if you have one. Protect your ride, your wallet, and your day. Warm up smart. Don't give thieves a head start.
Winter's here, and if your home feels a little colder than it should, your windows might be trying to tell you it's time to install Heartland of Nebraska windows. Hey, it's still St. James. That's what I did. Their triple pane vinyl design makes your home ready for whatever winter blows your way. And they feature a lifetime non-prorated warranty. Before the next cold snap hits, call Kathy for a free estimate. You could get more expensive windows from a bigger company, but you can't get better windows from a better company than Heartland of Nebraska Windows.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. But every driver seeks the pinnacle of their achievements. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
When it's not gardening weather, it's actually a great time to be thinking and planning for it. Hi, this is Chris Goforth. Join me and the experts from Earl May every Saturday at 8:30 to learn the tips and tricks to prepare for the next season. In the Garden with Earl May, Saturday mornings at 8:30, right here on KFOR.
Hello, person listening to the radio. I'm going to tell you about my new Harry's razor while I shave. It provides an incredibly smooth shave with 5 sharp blades and a lubricating strip with aloe for extra comfort. And the best part is, Harry's razor blade refills are as little as $2, which is a fraction of the price of other leading 5-blade razors.
Visit harrys.com/sleek to get a Harry's trial set, which includes a handle, cartridge, shave gel, and a blade cover for just $6. No subscription necessary. That's harrys.com/sleek.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or bird seed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You've got your very own handyman to help remodel your home.
Broken faucet? The biggest faucet sale of the year is going on now. 250 faucets are in stock and on sale at Handyman Home Remodeling Center. Hey Siri, get directions to Handyman.
Lincoln's local news, talk, sports, and weather station. FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR, and KFRX HD3, Lincoln.
ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston. A 10-member bipartisan delegation representing both houses of Congress has traveled to Copenhagen, speaking with Danish officials there about President Trump's plans for a U.S. takeover of Greenland. ABC national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has details.
Alaska Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski said the intent of the trip is to bring back views on the president's stance.
We heard about the concerns and the fears directly from the people of Greenland.
Delaware Democratic Senator Chris Coons disputed the president's rationale for acquiring the territory.
Are there real pressing threats to the security of Greenland from China and Russia? No, not today.
Asked what Congress could do to stop Trump, Murkowski noted polls show overwhelming opposition to a U.S. takeover. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
President Trump is suggesting today he may put a tariff on countries that don't go along with his plans for Greenland. The president also threatening to possibly send the U.S. military in to quell protests in Minneapolis.
Overnight, tensions escalated as federal immigration agents clash with protesters amid ongoing ICE raids.
I can't breathe.
A cloud of white gas forcing protesters to flee outside a federal building in Minneapolis.
Stay off federal property or you will be arrested.
Amidst the violence, President Trump now threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act.
ABC's Matt Rivers in Minneapolis. Less than 2 weeks after U.S. troops captured and detained former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, exiled opposition leader Maria Corina Machado has given her 2025 Nobel Peace Prize to President Trump. ABC White House correspondent Karen Travers.
Machado said she'd like to get back to her country as soon as possible. And that was right around the time that the president was saying he didn't think she had the support or respect to lead that country.
Thousands in Havana, Cuba, marching today against the United States. This is ABC News.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/fax. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional.
Delays in the O Street project. Good morning. I'm Jeff Modes. 32 degrees at KFOR. Instead of starting work this month, it may be springtime when Project O Street gets underway. That's because the city of Lincoln will not move forward with the current solicitation for Project O Street after the initial process led to confusion among bidders. The search for a Project O Street contractor conducted in late 2025 resulted in the disqualification of 3 of the 4 submissions for failing to meet required format instructions. The city has now determined that continuing under the original process will prevent a fair comparison of bidders, and it could undermine public confidence. So the city is going to move forward with a new, clearer process. You can read more about that up at KFORnow.com. On Thursday, the University of Nebraska Board of Regents went ahead and voted in favor of an $800 million deal with Clarkson Regional Health Services for a controlling stake in the future of Nebraska medicine. The deal would authorize NU President Dr. Jeffrey Gold to proceed with a plan to buy out Clarkson's $500 million share of the NU Clarkson Nebraska Medicine Partnership. Another $300 million would be used to purchase Clarkson properties near the University of Nebraska Medical Center campus in Midtown Omaha. A record-breaking number of people visited Lincoln Children's Zoo in 2025.
For the first time ever, the zoo reached over 400,000 attendees. So that is, we've been open since 1965, so that is a huge accomplishment.
Lincoln Children's Zoo Communications Director Aaron Lenz told Lincoln's Morning News on KFOR the milestone reflects the zoo's continued role as a must-visit destination. And tonight here on KFOR, boys basketball, number 2 Lincoln Southwest is over at Lincoln Northeast. Coverage begins at 7:05, brought to you by the KFOR Sportscasters Club. Wind advisory continues until 6 this evening. Partly sunny, but snow likely here as we get in toward the afternoon. Breezy conditions. Steady temperatures around 35 before falling through the afternoon. A chance of snow early this evening, then mostly cloudy and blustery overnight tonight, a low of 10 above. Partly sunny tomorrow and a high of 17. I'm Jeff Motes, KFOR News.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Thank a teacher who has made a difference in your life. In honor of Teacher Recognition Day in March, KFOR and Lincoln Public Schools Thank You Teacher Contest gives current and former students a chance to show their appreciation. 5 teachers and the students that nominate them will be invited to a special breakfast at the Governor's Mansion. Submit your entry by going to KFORnow.com.
Nominations must be received by 5 p.m. January 31st. Say thanks to your favorite.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
He was the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year and the top-rated fullback in the 2006 NCAA football video game. Now, he's a sports medicine specialist and team physician for the University of Nebraska. Live on the Morning Hookup right now, powered by Dr. Dane Todd. It is Nebraska's very own Dr. Dane Todd.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. I can officially now say it is a true Husker Homer Friday. Dr. Dane Todd is in the house. Welcome back. He's a doctor, but he's also a hockey champion, hockey coach champion. I got pictures sent to me.
Oh, did you really?
You guys, yeah, I know one of the kids on your team.
Which one? I can't remember.
Oh
yeah, the tall one, the really tall one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I know
really
exactly.
tall. Yeah, I
know exactly who you're talking
but
about.
I know a kid on the team.
Yeah. Oh, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. The kids remembered how to hockey.
It was champ. You were champion.
Yeah.
On the ice, I saw you sitting there.
Oh yeah. No, it was fun. Yeah, this time of year, man, I'm always, you saw it all fall. I was gone for like 6 weeks in a row here because we're constantly traveling around doing that. But it was fun. I had a good weekend.
Nice. My wife's listening. She texted me the name. I know the name. I just wasn't
putting
the kid out.
He wasn't going to throw it out there on the air, but yeah.
Stud.
It's the tall one.
The tall one.
The tall one.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've got a lot of we got
some tweeners.
We got some kind of smaller guys too. So we have one line we call the little line.
Hey, little.
It's our three smallest kids. They all play together. We call it the little line.
What did they call that line? What was the line called? It was the movie Miracle.
Oh, I can't remember.
What did they call that one line? There was one, again, not line in the movie, but the actual hockey line.
Right.
They called them something. The Coneheads.
Yes.
Well, I give props to all hockey players because I tried to ice skate the other day, and
did you have to use the thing?
Maybe.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's all right. You gotta stay upright
because you're better than I am. I ain't getting on the ice.
Well, and we discussed this on Wednesday. Last time I threw on ice skates, I have some friends that they like to go play pond hockey on Holmes Lake whenever it got cold enough, and I was like, oh yeah, I know how to ice skate a little bit. I'll get out there. Pond skating. Completely different than an ice rink. Let that be known. It is impossible.
Turns out that ice is one, really, really hard. Two, not very smooth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is a whole different ball game when you're out there. I used to go play in that pond hockey tournament each winter.
You got
out in Keystone, and holy cow, man! Like you would literally cordon off areas of the ice where like a huge crack had formed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knew if the puck got over there, it was just. All right, whoever was closest to it gets to go get the puck and bring it back out because nobody wanted to break a leg getting to it. So, yeah, I actually went last night, took my son down to power skating. The figure skating club runs a power skating class. And I always go out there with them because I'm like, well, I better know how to do this stuff if I'm going to make the little kids do it, right? Oh, my God. My legs,
I'm telling you,
by the end of half an hour of that were just like I had the like wobbles as I was walking. It was no bueno. It was not awesome.
I'm on the ice, can barely stand up, and there's people doing like those
pirouettes,
jump up in the air and
triple luxes,
land on one leg. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Oh yeah, it can doubles. It's super impressive what people who know what they're doing can do out there. But
you just throw it out in terms.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
I watch enough figure skating in my life.
Axle. I'm just going to toss the word axle
triple
out
X.
there. Triple. Yeah.
Double big twist.
A sow cow. I forgot about the sow cow.
You're on a snowboard. You are Sean White.
Yeah, Sean White right there. The flying carrot.
Or Tony Hawk. You're in that world.
We do have Winter Olympics coming up.
We do.
I'm much more of a Summer Olympics guy personally. I'm excited for the hockey in the Winter Olympics. Did you see the rink that they have for the Winter Olympics?
You mean that
there's no neutral zone?
Almost built now.
Almost built now.
They're struggling to get that thing done.
Did you see the neutral zone is like 10 feet wide? There's nothing there.
They messed up. Somehow they managed to mess up the dimensions.
Yeah,
which is pretty funny. But I mean, who cares? It's fine.
It'd be exciting to see like Connor McDavid make it through the neutral zone in half a second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
down the
in a
ice.
nanosecond. Good luck, right? Only problem is it's going to be a little tighter space to work. So, whatever. They're professionals. They'll figure it out.
So happy to have the doctor back.
Yeah, it's good seeing you guys. It's been a long time.
It's really good stuff because there's been a lot going on.
There's been a ton going on. Some awesome Nebraska stuff.
Wow, why'd you have to bring that up?
What? Nebraska ball?
Oh, that I thought the way you said it was like you were going to talk football. We don't do
No,
that.
no,
We don't do that on
Coach
the,
Eckler
We don't
thing.
do that. Yeah, I thought you were like going there. We don't talk.
No,
on
no,
this
no, no.
show anymore.
No,
This
no,
is a
no.
basketball show.
We
Yeah.
talk about winners.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. You see the numbers come out about the volleyball too the other day?
I was going to ask you guys about that.
Yeah.
Bring it up. They showed a loss.
Yeah. First time.
So in
they've had-
2014, I think.
Yeah, since 2014, it's only their third loss, like financially since moving to Devaney
It's
for
int-
volleyball.
I was talking to someone about that yesterday. And obviously, optically, you're like, how's that happen? Again, it's a big business. And again, there's so many factors that went into it. But I did read that their expenses was the big number. They went from like 5.2 million to over 7 million in expenses.
Turns out you can outspend any paycheck. Ask a bunch of professional athletes how about that, right?
It was it's an interesting piece because you don't normally, again, it's hard to look at from the Nebraska side because when you look at everything else that happens, they're only, and again, you have to keep this in perspective. And I'm not to my volleyball in general across the country. Nebraska was only one of 3 at the most that turn a profit in that sport.
Yeah, without a question. And it's only, there are very few programs outside of football and men's basketball at any school that turn a profit.
And I think they cited also that to remember from the revenue side, you had volleyball day the previous year that brought in a ton of dough.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at it though, they profited 1.5-ish last year, and then they were down 1.5-ish this year, and they thought the volleyball day brought in 1.
From the business side, because you run a business from the business side, this is where my brain automatically went to in that revenue state of mind. Again, it's one, how do I create more?
Mm-hmm.
Right? How do I create more and lower expenses?
Right.
Right. That's a simple business. How do I create more revenue on the top side, and how do I control expenses?
Renovate the Bob Devaney Sports Center and
yeah,
charge more
why
for
not?
tickets.
Well, that's the truth. But
receipt.
That's number one. But 2, I instantly went to how do I get more than that? To me, it led me to believe that maybe, just maybe, but there's an expense incurred doing this. But how many more matches may we see at Pinnacle Bank Arena?
Right.
Because you got to figure out in the world of athletics and the world of business, how do I generate more top line?
Right.
And by doing that, I can get more butts and seats. Obviously, at the Devaney, there's a huge expense, by the way, going into this, right? To add roughly 2,000 more seats. Yeah, I'm going to get that more eyes. I'm going to charge people more for their seats.
Mm-hmm.
Their donation part.
They're
not charging more for the seats.
Right.
Every seat in the building is $300.
Yeah.
For the seats. That way. But also, I have a unique opportunity across the way, 2 minutes from where my home is, to put 15,000 in.
Right. The trade-off, though, is that, and I don't know how it works on the university side, but it seems to me that you would incur a facility fee, though, going over to Pinnacle.
But I bet you it's on I'm going to cut you a deal.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you a deal.
Who knows, right? I don't know.
Well, because PBA is also trying to turn a profit, which says
they've got to turn a profit too. And then, whereas the Devaney side, the university owns that, right? And so they're not. And so then all the concessions, like how does that end up playing out in it, right?
I thought to myself,
revenues.
how much in the heck did that John Cook statue cost?
It's well done, though.
It is.
It
well
looks
done.
good and well deserved.
It is well done.
Well deserved.
But it's a dog-eat-dog world with the revenue side and the expense side. So, I mean, it's optically, it looks bad. I don't think you're in the world of like, I mean, not to dog other sports. There's probably other sports at the university. And every university has taken more of that.
Right.
Than 1.5 million over a year. So it'd be interesting to see as they reconvene and go and how that is. And
especially with this whole new world of the revenue sharing.
And now you brought all the NIL everything's in house now. What the allocation of that is, what that looks like, and it's
there's a lot of accounting happening that's way above my head.
I don't count at all.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
I don't count. We got Dr. Dane Todd in the house. I want to explore a little bit. Obviously, there's the injuries I want to talk about, and more it's about modern technology type stuff. Because over times now we're seeing more Achilles injuries happening in sports.
Mm-hmm.
George Kittle just went down.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he sped back and almost made it back. Talk about that injury a little bit, because you don't before go back. Typically, you saw not many people return, especially at an age, right? I think the first couple you started seeing was like a Kevin Durant return at a high rate. You saw Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, return at a high rate. Previously, you did not see that. How much of the modern medicine and technology has escalated that process to get them back? Because it's not one it's not an easy one.
Yeah, no, that's a hard one, especially for those jumping explosive sports to return from. It's still difficult for players to return, right? We hear about and see the successes of it, but
You don't hear about the other ones. They're like, well, they ain't never coming back.
Your middle of the pack guy or your 12th man off the bench who does it, like that guy may not be coming back, right? So not a ton has changed about how you fix them, right? But I think a lot more goes into the rehab side of things, and this has been true for most everything in orthopedics, is the old way where it's like you fix something and then you immobilize it for a really long time has really gone by the wayside. Now it's more of like you're fixing things in order to be able to get moving. And so I think there's a lot more progress that's been made on maintaining the rest of the musculature and the coordination and the strength of everything else around it, which helps accelerate the return and the healing process. Now, there's all kinds of stuff out like PRP and stem cells and people flying all over the world to get whatever. Like none of that stuff's got any...
George Kittle just drinks tequila.
Yeah, exactly, right? So he's doing the right thing.
He's better.
Yeah, he's better, okay?
Does that work? Is that encouraged?
Does it make you feel better?
It might make you feel better until the next day.
Okay.
And then you have something else to worry about that's not your Achilles.
Yeah,
By the time
exactly,
the next day
right?
rolls,
Yeah,
keep
well,
your mind off of it.
Yeah.
You ever done that to your kids sometimes? You're like,
Make them drink tequila after they tear their
not that.
Achilles?
Yeah, not that. Not that. When they're complaining about one, I did this a couple days ago. It sounds crazy, but they're like, oh, my finger. And I hit him in the hip. I'm like, how's that feel? Well, that hurts. Well, you forgot about your finger.
Yeah.
My dad would threaten me with I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that nowadays, go to jail.
I just ask them if they died. I'm always just like, are you dead? No? Okay. So let's keep going.
Can you breathe?
Yeah.
It's a long way from your heart.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That was a classic from Coach Leader at Lincoln Southeast.
Goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Coach Leader. That was a good one.
I just use a 4-letter word. Soft.
Yeah. Oh, I do that all the time with them.
What does that do to them?
Oh, it hardens them up.
Yeah, it does, but it pisses them off.
Oh, it makes them angry.
Angry.
And then they'll forget about it.
And then they just go do what you need them to go do.
Yep.
Just call them soft.
Yeah.
Mind games with your children.
Oh my God.
Bill Hooks and Dane Todd.
Parenting is all about parenting is a lot to do with the mastery of manipulation.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And they're sitting there manipulating you too.
They think that you allow them to think they are. And then you come in and just pow.
I'm not ready for kids.
Yeah, no. It's it's a whole different ball game, man. It's a whole different ball game.
Just make them think it's like, I would say it's about like being married too. Make them think it's their idea.
Goodness, I still haven't succeeded there.
You're playing with fire hooks. Didn't you just say she was listening?
She's listening.
She's listening. She said that like 10 minutes
You're
ago.
in trouble already, man.
We're going to dinner. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're gonna buy her off later.
Yeah, it's easy. Power of manipulation again.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
And she's gonna pick the restaurant, right?
Oh, it's already done. She's gonna order for me. It's fine.
Works out great.
It works out great.
Works out great.
Who's paying? We are, but I am.
That's awesome.
Okay, we got the doctor hanging out with us. Well, let's take our first break. Come back. And talk about, we're going to do some fun stuff. I'm going to get back into the archives. I've had this conversation because Moats is going to come in too. We're going to involve this conversation. Pershing Auditorium.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Pershing.
We started this yesterday, a little bit off the air. We're going to go into it a little bit, like maybe some memories from there. And if you were ever in an event there and something that these guys might have never done, stand in line to buy a ticket or call Ticketmaster.
Yes. Oh, or counterfeit tickets made by somebody on the football team.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'll be right back with Dr. Ned Todd and Jeff Moats and a whole lot more. She might be listening, Ryan. I don't know. She said, yeah, he said, hopefully the Chicken Queen not listening. I don't know. What's she going to do?
It's warm in here today.
Yeah, it's always freaking cold in here, and then today it's hot. That's great, Caleb. You seen this?
I don't think he sees it yet.
What'd you say? Oh, but look at that one.
My God, I don't even see it. I'll switch. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Look at the guns.
That was in the spring game.
5 points of contact.
Yeah. So many points of contact right there.
The doc.
That was a pass, not a run.
Really?
Yeah. I only had 2 carries my whole career.
Moats, we got a chair.
Both in the same game. Barney Cotton looked at me on mop-up duty against Utah State.
We got you.
All right. I was thinking about you.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We got you.
Me and Joel Makovic hold the same record, though, as a result of that. Never lost a yard on a carry.
Elijah, look at this one.
I think he had a whole
Oh,
lot
we got
more
another, hold on a minute.
opportunities.
Wait, we got another picture.
Oh, my
Show that
God.
again.
Schmitty and Jay Moore.
Wow. Look at those guys.
I ran an old Jay Moore about a couple weeks ago. I ran into him. He was at it was right around Christmas time.
He's at the Grapevine, wasn't he?
Nope.
No.
Ironically, you won't be surprised at all. I was
Golf
at
course.
Shields.
Oh.
It was December-ish. Shields.
Evan Blanchard.
Was walking through the golf section. Duh.
Yeah. God.
He was putting.
Is his wife
He
still like
was-
the manager?
I don't know. He was putting.
Yes.
He was putting.
Oh my goodness. That sounds a lot like
Oh, we got
that man
Jabba.
loves
He
some
was
golf.
putting.
He's come on the show.
He was putting. Incredible.
Got a good story about that. I'll tell you.
Oh boy.
He loves some golf.
Yeah, he does. I see him on the range quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
What's this?
Did the word he used the word used to. Jeff Smith.
Jeff Smith.
Coach Smith.
Color commentator for Husker basketball.
And
Lincoln Southeast legend. Oh, that's Brady Oltmans and his dog.
Glad I don't want any pictures of us up there yet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Going,
No one wants to see our face more than they have to.
oh, exactly.
Don't blame them.
10 hours a week. You more.
I put this up earlier when you were talking about Martinelli's mustache, but
I didn't know you could do the transparent background on this.
Oh,
I don't know how I did that.
I don't
it's
know,
'cause
but
I
it
did
worked.
It's a PNG picture.
I don't know, but it worked. No, we got to do more of that. Moat, you getting in the show or what?
One more time. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
That's kicks. That ain't us.
Oh.
Welcome back in the morning, Hookup. Yes, it is. Oh, no, let's go. Seems to be Fridays when you go at it.
I only know the back.
Okay. Here in a minute, we're going to go 5 live. Technology is tough.
Yeah, I'm not having the best of luck trying to get on here. Something happened.
It's that hat.
Cubs hat.
We're going to talk some stuff. I'm going down this topic with the audience. Luke and I started doing this topic. I don't know how we got there.
I don't know what brought it up either, but like we were just talking about Pershing
Yeah,
Auditorium.
was it like venues? We're talking about like venues maybe we had been to and hung out in and like memories of venues, but Pershing Auditorium. Oh, and somehow I got to the Lincoln Capitals. They remember the Lincoln,
Or the Lincoln
or
Lightning.
the Lincoln Lightning.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Did you ever go to a game?
I went to one.
You said that was
I
it?
went to one game, and I still remember. And this was.
We might have been at the same game.
It must have been right after I finished playing. But I remember there were like guys out there who I played to Nebraska with who, never played.
Yeah, they were
right?
they were on the team.
Yeah,
But now they-
were there, and now they were playing, and I was like, "What are some of you guys doing, man?" But I think Corey Ross. That was when. No, it must have been a little later on because Corey Ross was coaching on the other side.
Because that's right in the wheelhouse. I left it up here because the Capitals / Lightning, 1998, they were founded. They folded in 2006.
Oh yeah, so maybe it must have
Yeah.
been right when I was finishing playing, and so it was a couple of guys who were a couple of years older than me who were out there on the field living their best lives.
Moats told the great story of going to Monday Night Wrestling.
Oh,
Well, it wasn't on. It was not on
Not
a
a Monday night?
No, this was a Friday night house show.
House show. Remember, boy, do you guys know what house shows are?
No.
No.
Exactly.
House shows are basically wrestling shows that are not on TV.
They're not on TV.
Oh, so there's the house gets to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
it.
That makes sense.
You had to get in line,
Yeah.
buy
Easy enough.
tickets and all this. Ric Flair was in town.
Well, this happened in, late February of 1998.
He sounded like he was going to approximate. I don't know exactly. Well, late
Yeah,
February.
it was-
1998.
Well, I don't
It was
remember.
February
I don't remember the
24th.
exact
Show
day.
started at 7:05.
It was 32 degrees outside.
Yeah.
A light drizzle
I can't have
turning
chocolate.
into freezing rain.
I can't
There
have
was
chocolate. You
road
know.
work happening on North 10th Street.
Anywho,
Had to circle the lot and park on the side.
anywho,
I was driving my 1978 Firebird.
Got a really nice spot, and I backed
you know
in.
what, fellas? Have a good weekend.
We had pizza for dinner. 2 slices of pepperoni, 1 slice of cheese.
Now,
So
I'm
talk us
not.
through it, 'cause
I'm
this is
not
amazing.
that nerdy. Thank you
We didn't
very
say
much.
nerdy.
We
Elijah.
didn't say anything about you
I
being
was
nerdy. We
thinking-
just thought that you remembered things.
And by the way, there is something wrong with my phone to where I cannot get in on the video. I don't know if YZ can bring me up.
It says your devices are not connected.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll just go with me audio only. Probably better to do it that way. So, anyway, so this is late February of '98. This is a month after Nebraska beat Tennessee to win the national championship, and they had a house show here in town. It was the old WCW. That was. I don't mean to go against your Southern heritage, but I like to poke fun at people that say it that way.
It's okay.
But anyway,
One syllable words are 4 in my language.
so they had a house show, and it was a pretty big card, and Ric Flair was in the main event. And so what happened was word got out that they were coming to town. Wrestling had not been in Lincoln in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so a bunch of us decided we're going to get a bunch of tickets, get floor seats, try to get ringside. And the next thing you know, it ended up being 15 people wanting to get tickets. We sent 2 of our guys down to go get tickets, and they waited in line. Well, among those, and I don't know if he would remember this or not, among those that ended up getting tickets from us was East High football coach John Gingery and his family. So how that came about, I don't remember, but it was through mutual friends, I think, at the time. So what happened was we got 15 tickets.
All you needed was $25.
It was like 20 to 25 bucks a pop at the time. So we got tickets. We wanted floor seats. We were trying to get ringside, couldn't get ringside. We were like 5 or 6 rows from ringside along the chute where they come out. And then Gingery and everybody else, they were on the other side of the floor facing the chute. And I remember, I'll tell you one quick story about what happened. There's a wrestler named Chris Jericho that came out, and he got a huge pop. And that term in the business of wrestling means if you get the crowd to react, that's a big payday for you.
Yep.
That's a huge payday. And so
pretty easy in Lincoln, Nebraska.
And what he did is, of course, he targeted Nebraska football, and he said something that really just upset the fan base. And then all of a sudden you saw people throwing beer cups, popcorn into the ring. I mean, everything around ringside was peppered with debris.
Yeah.
And so they had to stop the show.
That's incredible.
And they brought out the house lights. And we thought the show was over with because of that. Well, here comes Lincoln Police. And we thought it was part of the show, and it wasn't. And they had the riot gear and shields up. And they were hauling people out of there. I kid you not.
That's incredible.
They were hauling people out. Show resumed.
Jericho's in the back going, cha-ching.
Yep, he got his payday. And then Ric Flair comes out, and he faces Kurt Hennig in the main event.
Yeah, you got it. It's a heck of a lineup. I just pulled up the results.
Yeah.
This was February 27th, 1998.
Yep.
Chris Benoit, who later had.
I got a story about that.
Oh, there's a lot of stories
Who's
about
about Chris
Chris
Benoit?
So anyway, Ric Flair comes out, and Kurt Hennig starts bad-mouthing Nebraska football. And then he grabs a mic, and he points at Kurt Hennig, and I'm quoting, "I'm going to give you a Tom Osborne ass whooping." And the place erupted. It was "Go Big Red, let's go Huskers," Husker power chants left and right. You would have been so proud, Dane Todd.
Clapping.
You would
off-
have been absolutely so proud of that.
Oh, clapping off key and everything.
Oh, it was.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Well, and it was a great show. And then my brother, who at the time was a freshman in high school, 6'5" and about 170 at that point, as Flair's coming down the chute, he comes running over from where he's sitting in the aisle that we're at. He reaches over, lunges out his hand to get his hand to slap hands with Ric Flair, and he bent the security railing into a 45-degree angle.
Really?
He did.
Huh.
Trying to get Ric Flair's hand.
Jimmy, I'm never watching this hand.
What are some names yet? Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Diamond Dallas Page,
Scott Hall,
Ric Flair.
There were some names.
There's some names.
Well, Benoit comes out, and we're sitting behind Aaron Taylor, as in former Husker Aaron Taylor, and two other Nebraska players. I don't remember who they were at the time. And Benoit comes out, and we're just floored by how big he is, massive in terms of his mass. And those guys in front of us like, he isn't that big. We're like, are you kidding?
Typical, right?
Are you kidding?
Classic.
He's not big. He's not tall. He's like 5 foot nothing, but he's big.
Yeah. Good stuff, though.
But
We're
yeah.
just like rehashing about old venues and there's so much more. I know you showed me pictures of state
we-
basketball in the 70s where you could leave and go down the concourse and smoke.
Nice.
Well, we played our city games down there.
I played roller hockey regionals there at Pershing Auditorium. That's where they held the regionals for
Really?
roller hockey and figure skating and all those
Yeah.
kind of things on
Roller skating championships were held down there for many years. District and state basketball for 30 years. The city games were played down there until we opened up our gym at Northeast back in 93, 94. And then they moved all the city games off site. And so we
just kind of reliving the past, blowing it back a little bit, little memories being there.
Went to my first ever concert there.
What?
What show was that?
Disturbed.
You went to Disturbed.
Freshman year of college. Counterfeit tickets. Worked my way up to the front row of the mosh pit. Well, back then they had paper tickets, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And they could scan them, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't always scan them.
Kind of look at them and go, yep.
Well, it turns out a bunch of the football players worked security at those events, right? And one of those people was the person who made the counterfeit tickets.
Yeah.
And so for a whopping $10,
friends in low places,
we all went to the Disturbed concert.
Capacity crowd.
And beforehand, they would just call us and say, "Hey, which door to go in to make sure it was whichever one they weren't scanning tickets at."
Amazing. So many great stories from that type of venue, and there's a lot of them around there. So, but let's.
I was some friends back in middle school. Their first show was at Pershing with Mac Miller. I didn't get to go.
What?
Yeah, but they were in middle school, and it was their first time around some of the Devil's Lettuce. They came to school next day.
Jim Rome wanted his term back.
Oh boy! All right.
But if you talk high school basketball, Motzi, you mentioned
on a more serious note.
Great weekend last weekend. We saw something I have never seen before, and that was the rim snapping in a high school basketball game.
You know, we have a picture of that rim that was snapped at Southwest up on our Facebook, and I didn't put it on Twitter, but it's on our Facebook page from the initial post that you had. You like my Wesleyan basketball broadcast photo?
And I saw Motzi up there.
Well,
we do have Jeff Motzi. He's here.
He wasn't on the stream, so I had to make sure. Yeah,
but I'm overlapping all you guys.
That's okay.
Well, Dane Todd, you can barely see him.
That's fair. I like that. I like that situation that I'm in right now. I'm actually going to lean over just to touch my
I'm going.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
But anyway, what happened was that Elijah, I heard the call, you and Justice on the call Saturday night, and we were out making a dinner run, and I heard that. I'm like, something happened? Oh, the rim bent. And I'm like, what happened to the rim? And then next thing you know, there's like a 30-minute delay. Well, Elijah posted a picture of them taking the rim off, and then
they had to run to another gym to go take a rim off of another hoop.
Yeah.
And bring it down.
And so what happened is that West Side went up 7-0 on a putback dunk from Donnie Barfield.
Mm-hmm.
and he's how tall? He's about 6'4" maybe.
I think he's listed 6'5", but he can
6'5",
he can fly.
But he came out of nowhere from like the right side of the floor and put it back and dunked it, and he pulled on the rim to where it actually snapped near the heel of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it never, and people thought it was a shattering, for the way it was described. No, it was not a backboard shattering at all. I mean, the rim snapped, and that's a first too. I've never seen that. So, but Westside won that game 68-63 in a battle versus two versus one. So Southwest is 2 in the rankings this week. Westside moves up to 1. You look at the PowerPoints this week, fellas. Southwest, North Star 1 and 2, then Westside, then Southeast, who suffered another loss this week at Omaha Westview. Then you got Millard North rounding out the top 5. The next 5, it's Westview, Bellevue West, Creighton Prep, Lincoln High, and then Central. So those are your teams. And Omaha Benson has come out of the woodwork. They're 9-5. They're right on the cusp of that top 10 in the PowerPoints, according to the NSAA. So a lot of great games. There was a capacity crowd at Southeast last Friday night with you and Schmitty on the call, that Southwest Southeast game. And I commend everybody that showed up to that, because when you have 2 ranked teams in town, that's how it should be. You should have good crowds like that.
They had to shut the doors. They stopped letting people in. It was a capacity crowd, most full I've ever seen that place since Winnebago came to town for some state basketball back whenever I was in high school. That really, really good Winnebago basketball team.
With David Winjett and those guys.
That was the last time I had seen the Prosh Activity Center shoulder to shoulder full. And we got to see that last Friday night. That place was loud. That place was rocking. The emotions were running high. And we got to see some great basketball.
There was some good basketball. And, of course, it was an action-packed week of top 10 matchups that we did. And now you got this weekend, we got a couple of games of note that we will have. Tonight will be another city game, this one over at the Ed Johnson Gym at Northeast, with Northeast hosting number 2 Southwest tonight. We'll have that here on KFOR. We'll be on at 7:05. It'll be John Harris and myself on the call. And then tomorrow, Chris Schmidt's got the doubleheader with Millard West and Lincoln North Star and a girls-boys doubleheader. The girls game, I think, ought to be really, really good because North Star is the number 1 team in Class A. They are also one of the undefeateds left in Class A. North Star in the PowerPoints is 2. Kearney's 1. They're undefeated as well. But Millard West is right there at number 3 at 10-1. So a 2 versus 3 matchup, or 1 versus 3 matchup in girls basketball. And then the boys game tomorrow will feature a ranked North Star ball club, and then Millard West, who's been kind of a contender off and on through the season. So some good basketball for you tomorrow, and we'll have all that action right here on KFOR. And then we got a few more games next week too.
Just so you know, I got a text. Lando, what's up, brother? Thanks for hanging out. Apparently they replaced both rims at Southwest this week, as the other one's about to crack.
Oh,
wow.
Safety first.
So they must be like in practice and stuff, not just games, but in practice.
Yeah, man.
Must be
Lando, tell Craig
throwing him down.
Throwing him down, exactly.
You gotta
practice dunking.
Got to practice it.
You got to practice dunks.
Yeah,
alleys.
If I could have dunked a basketball, I'd have dunked it every time. I can't shoot.
What was your vertical?
It's unclear to me. It was really high at pro day, but by God, that was a long time ago.
Does the vertical really matter for a fullback? That's the question.
No,
I feel like it's less about how high they go and more about how far into the ground they go.
It's more about strength.
Well, Tom Rathman had a huge vertical.
He was a great athlete.
Yeah, he was a high jumper.
Wait.
Well, he was a state champion high jumper. He was a basketball player in high school out of Grand Island.
I feel like that's a bit backhanded when Dane Todd talks about he doesn't know his vertical, and then Tom Rathman, he had a great vertical because he was a great athlete.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, he was state high jump champion.
Yeah,
man. Some of us are just there because we're really dumb and running into things with our heads. It takes a special kind of stupid to play.
Are you okay, Hooks?
Yeah, you guys are making me laugh. I'm crying.
Get Hooks a Kleenex or something.
I'm crying, man. There's nothing better than Fridays with a 5 wide. I feel like I'm at the Daytona Raceway right now, 5 wide.
5 wide. Hey, next week I will have a preview of the Heartland Athletic Conference basketball tournament
on Thursday.
Thursday of next week, because I'm gone next Friday.
And I am Motzi next week.
Yeah, you're doing everything.
Yeah. I am
Most
Mozi.
does everything. He kind of does.
You need to spend a morning with me in the newsroom and just see what I do.
I'm recommend against that.
Yeah,
I also recommend against that.
as a
Well, because
wise,
Elijah's had to do it.
as
Yeah.
a wise good friend of mine once said, that reeks of effort.
Reeks of effort.
I will say
shirts made with that.
the,
Yeah, you
the
are.
time flies in the newsroom in the morning because like the first, especially like 90 minutes, 2 hours, it is just one thing after another, finding news stories, calling people. That time goes quick.
It does.
8 o'clock rolls around. You go, wow, it's 8 o'clock already. I've been here for 3 hours.
FloodX10 says, I bet Dane can remember how many times you've been to 225.
I can. I only did it 19 at the pro day. I was never really an endurance lifter so much. It was more for like pure weight, right? And it used to, one of our assistant strength coaches, Dave Langworthy, used to hate that test at the pro day because he was like, well, it does you no good. You're not going to go do it 19 times in a play. I'm like, yeah, it makes no sense. He said it'd be way cooler if you just went and put 400 on the bar and did it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, it would be. And I would have also looked better than only doing it 19 times like some scrub.
I'm not an endurance guy.
I mean, once you get past like 6 or 7, you're not training strength anymore. It's just endurance.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. You got anything for Mozi over there?
Oh no, I'm slacking.
Man,
I did not pull one today.
Last week was the top of the mountain, by the way.
I don't even remember what it was.
Well, you pulled out a game that he played in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where
last week you put out.
That's
one
where
of
we
the
beat
games that he
Millard
played in.
South in the state championship game.
All right. What do you
So-
got? Again, recap what we got tonight and tomorrow.
Tonight we got Southwest Boys at Northeast. We'll be on the air here on KFOR at 7:05. Again, John Harris and myself will be on the call, and then Chris Schmidt tomorrow. We'll have the doubleheader between Millard West and North Star and girls and boys basketball. We'll be on at 1:50 for the girls game. The boys game will follow sometime around 3:35, 3:40 in that time frame. And both on KFOR and all brought to you by members of the KFOR Sportscasters Club, which includes Slim Chickens, among others.
There you go. All right. Well done, Mozi.
So that's it. I like your hat, Elijah.
I'm bringing that up next. That's perfect.
Thank you. It's a Christmas gift.
It's a great hat. So, all right, Mochi. Thank you, brother.
All right. Have a
Appreciate
good sports weekend, fellas.
There was the Almanac, Jeff Moach. We'll take a break, come back. We'll talk more football and a whole lot more. And we hate the Dodgers.
This is the year my Rockies finally dethrone the Dodgers.
This is it.
Tell that to my brother.
This is the year.
It's just a series.
They got
thing.
that. They got that dude from Moneyball. They're saved.
My gosh, you see, oh.
When you say that dude, I'm thinking of the Impractical Jokers name game that they go, the dude from Cheers.
Wait, the Rockies got Brad Pitt? They're saved.
Nice. Well played.
Wow.
Okay, snow squall warning in effect until 11:15.
Not here though, is it?
I'm double checking it
I
right
thought
now.
it was somewhere else.
Let's see.
Like
Snow
north.
squall warning.
Oh,
It's for-
I'm set for Denver, Colorado right now. Let's check here. I only.
We're not talking about Nebraska football.
no, it's up. Yeah, you're right. It's up
No.
Northwest Point,
We can talk.
Tacoma.
Well, just looking at it's being a coach, that is a lifestyle in itself, right?
Yes.
I mean, is Eckler has a Phil Elmation style resume here. I mean,
He's been it's 12 jobs.
yeah. 2, 3,
I think it's 12.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is number 14 according to Wikipedia, including Scott High School in
So
99.
including all that. So we got 14.
Eckler was at Scott, 99 to 2001, then Manhattan or at KU in 2002.
I didn't know
Oklahoma 3 and 4.
I knew he's at OU.
LSU 5 to 7, Nebraska 8 to 10, Indiana 11-12, USC 13, Georgia 14-15, North Texas 16, North Carolina 17-18, Kansas 2019, North Texas again 2020, Tennessee 21 to 24.
What's the longest stint?
Tennessee 21 to 24.
That's a lot of W-2s to take care of.
Dude, you better be back. I mean, why would you unback?
Maybe he's actually just a real estate guy. Maybe he just likes appreciating his house for 3 years, then moving on and selling it.
Wait a minute, did he play for Nebraska?
You want one even
K-State.
Kansas State, yeah.
And I thought Phil
That
Mason
was a
had been
real
at a
estate-
lot of spots, but 1, 2, 3.
That was a Nebraska real estate agent joke.
Gotcha.
Wow. All right, fellas. Hopefully things are better next
You
week.
got it now?
I got it now. Thank you, Motzi.
All right.
Thanks, Melts.
I mean, he's got nothing compared to Phil Mason.
Yeah, that
22.
22. Why do people keep wanting you? I don't know. It's I'm gonna ask. I have a question.
Was it a guy that likes to move, or is it just a guy that knows when to get the last chopper out of Vietnam?
Wow. Not going to say that one on air.
Welcome back in the morning. Hookup special things here, the Almanac Chef Moats. I waited to bring up your hat. That is perfect. Professional yapper. Yappy yap.
I just want to point out that I just had to listen to both of you singing at the same time.
Fantastic.
Just wait for the album.
It was something.
Fantastic.
It was something. I'm not sure I can do that.
How do you know? I was the president of my choir in high school, but we were a Renaissance team, so I was with my choir.
Until one day in like you walk through.
Have you seen the wizard costume?
No, I've never seen
It's
it.
pretty special. I mean,
Is it?
yes, and special.
I'm not gonna
We
lie.
got the Dr. Dane Todd. Boy, a few questions. I'm gonna talk some Husker football just a little bit. And I'm not gonna zero in right out, but it's conversations about people in the room type guys. And I got a couple of names I'll bring up, and hopefully we get you to relate it back to someone in your room. The quarterback room, not just a specific, well, specific. Danny Kalen's returning to Nebraska.
Yeah.
Bell West went out, did Virginia, came back. What's it like to have a guy like that? I mean, you were like a guy like that in the room, a local kid playing for Nebraska, what it means to have those type of kids. Now, Danny Kalen's going to come in and compete most likely. Okay. Optically, probably not the guy to start games at Nebraska, but what's it like that? Because I'm also looking at that in like Nebraska basketball right now. Do you know what Kel Jacobson said yesterday? There was a loose ball late in the game against Oregon. He goes, I mean, we're up 25, whatever.
I got it pulled up. So I should go.
Yeah, play it. This is what he says.
Right straight into the mic.
And what this means for local kids to be playing at Nebraska or just
we're
being
all going for that loose ball, and we're all going to be diving on the floor just because that's what we talk about all the time. We say respect 94, and that's when you're on the court, it's 94 feet. And to take advantage of every opportunity that we get to play, because you just never know when that opportunity is going to be taken away. And so we have 15,000 that come to every home game, and they're not coming to watch us let a ball go out of bounds, right? Like it's up to us to go compete for a whole 40 minutes, no matter what the score is.
Then why do you think Nebraska ball is so good right now?
Oh man,
You
did
know?
you have anybody in the room like that for you guys?
Brandon Rigoni?
Yeah,
I mean, it had a bunch of guys like
but
that.
ones that no matter what, no matter what the
Yeah.
time of game or practice.
Andy Cadavy,
Mhm.
right? That's a name very few people know, right? He was a special teams stalwart,
Mhm.
right? I mean, they were just guys who showed up and efforted.
There were temperature guys,
Yeah.
right? Thermostat guys,
Yeah.
and I relate that to what coach was like that because a lot of being rumors and noise right now about Coach Mike Eckler, possibly maybe foot and a half out the door right now, not all 2 feet. Maybe we don't have anything definitive, but he seems like a temperature guy.
Yeah.
That brings the dudes together.
Yeah. I mean, high energy people that the other folks around him really love, right? Like everybody wants that person around. I mean, Randy Jordan was that way. Everybody
That was
loved
your
him,
guy, yep.
right? I loved Randy. Bo, right? Think of Bo, right?
Yeah.
You know, the players loved the guy, right? And would do anything, you know, to play for him. Jimmy Williams was that way to the linebackers, you know, I mean, and you develop a relationship with those folks, right? And you trust them and you get there. And there were other coaches and people who
Opposite.
weren't that way, right? and turns out that they
I
struggled.
can't imagine you were giving Coach Callahan a bunch of hugs.
Coach Callahan and I got
fine.
along pretty well, but I mean, he's not very huggable. We'll put it that way. Right? He's not very huggable. But there were a lot of, and they didn't last very long, and they didn't get as much out of their players, and there's a trickle down effect. The culture side of things really matters in sports and in team sports, right? Because you can't count on just one individual to do it, and everybody's got to be on the same page and doing it and being unselfish. I saw something super interesting the other day about, or I was listening to something about the San Antonio Spurs, right?
Well, what a great organization.
Right. Back when,
Pop?
Yeah, when Pop was there, right? And there was a interesting study that was done on basketball, in NBA basketball, and scoring points. And for every point that somebody scored in the playoffs, it was worth like an extra $30,000 on their contract, basically. And but the guy who passed the ball away, they actually lost $6,000 to $8,000 on their contract. Like if you ran the numbers on it, okay. And so it actually pays to be selfish in that sport. And the reason people had so many problems playing against the Spurs was because they were always unselfish. They just played together as a team and played their game. And they actually interviewed LeBron James about it, and he said that's what was so hard about it, is that none of them's out there but for themselves. You're playing against the entire team, not just two people or one guy who's going to take everything over. And that's the big thing about team sports, is if you can get them to play that way. Heck, we yell at our hockey kids all the time about it, right? And the difference between them playing well, like this weekend, we won the tournament because for all 4 games, they played as a team and they passed the puck and they were unselfish. But the second that somebody decided they were going to do it all themselves, we got way worse, right? And so it applies at all levels, and especially this. And so if they can build a culture and get guys in who want to be here and not just get paid, then we'll be all right. And I feel like that's what it's like for Nebraska basketball right now, is you've got a whole bunch of guys who want to be there together, not just get paid.
Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right.
I mean, it just, how special is this in your eyes? This squad that they have. I mean, all the things you just listed, but the results as well. I mean, it's leading to wins on the floor, and it's the best season in Nebraska basketball history. Who would have thought Nebraska would be looking at a potential 2 seed or a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament of all schools?
I mean, it's ridiculous, right? And not only that, but it's the way that they're doing it. Okay, like we came back from down 13 against who was that?
16 against
Indiana, right? Or just the other night when we were playing Ohio, was it Ohio State, right? That we played just right? Where we go from being essentially, I'm thinking of Oregon.
We took the soul out of them.
Right? But we're essentially close to tied at halftime, right? And we win by 40, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just coming together and just putting the screws to somebody.
Yeah, it's amazing to look at. Joe Lenardi is who I always look at. They've now updated their projections. Again, 14 more games. We said 14 more games ago. They're projected now, updated to a 2 seed down in Oklahoma City. I hate this thing. I just looked at this project. I just looked at it. You're going to love this. You're all going to love this. Again, this isn't exact, but if it was, they have you predicted a 2 seed against play North Dakota State with UCF and Texas A&M.
Love that.
Well, it had to be A&M.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, the doctor, Dr. Dane Todd, great stuff. DrDaneTodd.com. Check him out. 402-484-4012. Doc, you're the man. Glad to have you back, my friend. We'll have some news with the doctor coming up later in the month that we can get you zeroed in on somewhere else. You guys have a great Friday, a great weekend. We'll catch you on a Tuesday.